So now that we're done with taking a look at the first piece of evidence and the commentary here, let's take a look at moving into the second piece of evidence. Now remember, there should be a giant transition here, moving from one idea to the next. A transition should not only move the reader from one idea to the next, but also show a relationship. This is where synthesis can come in, where you can start to see real synthesis. How are these pieces of evidence related to one another? So you could go through that, or excuse me, you should have transition, but take a look at what's going on in this paragraph. It just jumps right into the next piece of evidence. According to David M. Chavez, and so it starts to jump in, and there is no transition. It just says, oh, they need to come together and support each other. Boom, let's talk about this piece of evidence now. What I want you to do is I want you to develop a transition here. Develop a transition that you feel will effectively move the reader from one idea to the next, but also demonstrate a relationship between the ideas. Notice how this evidence down here is all about what communities need in order to be successful. Not to be successful, but what a community needs in order to help their struggling members. So think about what transition you would use. Okay, this is going to be an a manual transition, which means it's probably going to be a sentence long, one that you need to write yourself. So in the space below, I want you to identify and write up a manual transition that you would use right here.